don't want cherries at the bottom of the tree. I want the ones just out of my reach. The ones that sit the closest to the heat of the sun. They ain't available to everyone. I wanna have to work for the fruit I get.
Up on today's episode, we've got our jerk breakfast sandwich, an amazing any day breakfast with a bit of a kick. So good. We're ready to get cracking. Almost. First, let's slice a couple veggies though. I want to make some rings out of this red onion here. So I'm gonna try and keep it intact. I'm gonna cut the end off here, and then we'll cut a couple thicker rings like so. Try and keep them together. And let's do maybe 3. And then what we'll do, now that we have them sliced, we're gonna peel off that outside layer, because that's the skin, right? Sometimes you need to do 2 layers. And then our last one here, boom. Oh, we want to do one more there. So we've got enough onion for our sandwich. Let's go ahead and get that into the pan. So let's get a little touch of oil in here. I love my coconut oil. That's probably enough. We don't need too much. And we'll get those onions in the grilling process. So our onions are going to do their thing for a little bit. I'm going to flip them soon. Let's carry on and get the rest of our ingredients ready to go for this incredible breakfast sandwich. Sliced tomato is next up. Of course, you want a nice sharp knife for slicing tomato. We're gonna get a few slices and then just set that aside. And then I'm gonna show you how to massage kale. Believe it or not, kale loves a good massage. Okay, so we've got some beautiful purple kale here. Any kale will do. But what I wanna do here is I wanna remove the kale off of its stem, the ribs. I want to remove the ribs. We're not going to actually need all of this, so I'm just going to maybe do 2 of them, and we'll be happy with that. And let's just go ahead and slice this really, really thin, okay? So I'm going to kind of gather it up and bunch it up so that I've got it all together. And I'm going to slice it as thin as I can. Kale's a fibrous vegetable, and so we want to break that down and soften it up as much as we can. So by slicing it thin, we're really, breaking up those connective tissues and making it more palatable. There's one more thing we can do though. Check this out. Let's go ahead and crack some coarse Himalayan salt in there. And yeah, the salt is gonna season it, but it's also that coarseness of the salt is gonna help break it down once I start massaging. And what I'm actually doing here is I'm bruising the kale. I'm breaking it down, breaking down those fibers just a little bit more. And that gives us a nice tender finish on the kale. Much more palatable, much more enjoyable. So that is ready for our breakfast sandwich now. All right, the components are coming together, folks. Next up, we need to get our bun sliced. We want to toast that. Beautiful Portofino Potato Bun. All right, we're gonna need a little bit more oil in our pan. So we'll get that in and we'll crack our eggs. I think our buns are probably getting close because this is quite a hot pan. So here we are. Breakfast is almost ready. Our bun is toasted. Our eggs are really soon ready for a flip. Now, depending on how you like it, you can pop your yolk, leave it whole for a runny. I like a little bit of a popped yolk and still a bit soft. So those are almost ready. Let's go ahead and get our bun set up. I'm gonna put some of the grilled onion on the bottom of the bun. We'll place our egg next. Now this is a meal-sized breakfast sandwich, 2 eggs. Okay, let's put this all together. Now I do need to season our eggs a touch. We've got our onion on the bottom, tomatoes coming next. Now here is where the happy jerk comes in. This stuff provides a beautiful kick, so much flavor. And you can go, like what I love to do is put some of this jerk right on the eggs in the frying pan, but if you want to keep it a little bit more mellow, then we'll just add some of this happy jerk to some mayonnaise. We're gonna stir that up, and we've got this wonderful jerk mayo. It is so delicious, incredible. So I'm gonna apply this quite liberally onto the top of our bun. Oh yeah. This is one of my favorite breakfast sandwiches. So now that we've got the jerk mayo there, let's take a little bit of this massaged kale, place it on top. And I don't know about you guys, but I would say this is coming together beautifully. My mouth's watering. I can hardly wait to tuck into this. I'm gonna cut it. We're gonna present it. Oh yeah. If you like the look of my jerk breakfast sandwich, like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel. Recipes in the description. See you next time.
To everyone. I wanna have to work for the fruit I get. Kinda like struggle just